You see Mr. Beast?
I
I never really... Is it Chandler?
Or is it the guy with
He's
the
got
moustache?
multiple people.
I don't know which one. Because Mr. Beast, obviously Mr. Beast is faced. But he did have like
He's
his
got like
friends
his
on his
friends and
side.
stuff, yeah.
Alright, we're on. You want me to put this on?
Yeah.
Alright, sweet. Boom. We're rolling. Alright, how are you guys? Welcome back to...
Mic up, dumbass.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Guys, just
Yo, this guy's got no...
just let him cook.
Let me cook.
He's invited.
I'm rusty. It's been like, how long? 2 years?
He's happy to be here. That's like...
You know,
Yeah, I think I should be.
Sometimes it's like...
There we go.
we got the invite and it's just like really unprofessional.
Yeah, I
What's
know.
an unprofessional...
Alright, but yeah, welcome back to W Rants or Walid's Rants. Maybe I'll change the podcast name. It's a bit of an odd one, but introduce yourselves.
Go on, you go first.
My name's Moshood. I'm the cameraman for Jush. I don't know what I'm supposed to say, like, where I'm from.
I don't think you're on.
London. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm Josh, and I have a channel called Jush Eats, which does food reviews, and you know we all know each other from uni.
Yeah.
I lived with this guy for 1 year, and now I'm living with this guy for 1 year. But yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good day. Alright, I'll just get into the questions now. She was a bit hella rusty. Alright, so what else is there to know about yourselves? What do you think has happened? Because it's been 2 years since I've done this. What do you guys have to reflect on in the past 2 years? Like, what's that? Just before A levels. Like, how do you think you've changed? What have you been up to?
Go on, do you want to go first?
Do you want me to go first? Because, like, I can go off. Like,
Bro, go off, yeah.
So, the thing is, like, in the past 2 years, obviously, I used to stay at home first. Then, I've moved out. Then, I would say I've grown so much as a person in these last 2 years. I don't know, there's this thing, like, where you become an adult and you, like, genuinely have the chance to figure out what you want to do with your life.
Yeah.
And, like, who you are as a person. And I'm not just talking about trying whatever, going to the next place, blah, blah, blah. Or just trying to meet as many people as possible, like, obviously you understand it. But I would say, like, in the last 2 years, I've gone from kind of, like, a bit of an introverted, kind of nerdish kind of guy to, like, someone who, like, actually, like, says what they're on.
Yeah.
Goes to the places they want to be at, knows their people, and, like, can decide for themselves.
Where do you think that came from? How were you able to make that change?
I would say, like, there's two things I'd say. Like, the first thing is that, part of me thinks I just got lucky, where I've met people who genuinely, like, would kind of force me to make that change.
Yeah.
Because, like, obviously, if you're in, like, circles where everybody's kind of introverted, kind of nerdy, not even anything, there's nothing wrong being nerdy and stuff like that. But, like, kind of introverted and quiet, you become an introverted and quiet person.
Yeah, the people that you hang around with make up who you are.
Yeah, pretty big believer in that.
Yeah.
So, like, I've gotten lucky to meet people who are, like that kind of joke of, like, an extrovert who adopts you into their group or stuff like that. And I've kind of become extroverted in that way.
Yeah.
Then, other thing I'd say is, like, after even getting adopted into, like, that extrovert lifestyle.
I was like, shit, you got adopted recently. It's a bit late.
Like, it's a bit late. I'm a bit late to the party, but it's like, I'm at the party right now, so let me make the most of, like, being here. Try and talk to as many people as possible. Try and, like, get to know whatever bullshit stories they have to say.
Yeah.
And just, like, I don't know, make more moves, try more new stuff. Just, like... And it's, honestly, whenever opportunities come to me, I feel like I say yes without even thinking something.
Yeah, like, you're doing the jiu-jitsu thing.
Yeah, I just, so, like, I'm doing this, Ultra MMA charity event where, like...
Oh, yeah, MMA, yeah.
Yeah.
MMA.
So, like, I'm learning... I think, well, it's grappling and stuff, so I think the teachers are Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu teachers. Then...
you did a lesson yesterday, no?
Yeah, I did a lesson yesterday.
How was it?
It was a grappling lesson. It was, like, my first one. It was honestly pretty good. Bro, like, there's some tough people out there, because, like, I was trying to... I don't know, I was trying to, like, take the side of this guy, whatever it's called. He just wasn't letting me. His arms were just in the way, so, like... But honestly, it was so fun. So many people there as well, so it's, like... I feel like taking opportunities as they come, then, like, just... kind of just making the most of them and just doing theirs. It's like, you can get lucky, first of all, but you have to actually make use of the lucky, actually,
Yeah. What about you, Josh?
Yeah.
What's going on?
A pretty similar moral, because I think with sixth form, you're kind of being told that uni's going to be the best years of your life. And everyone tells you that. And then when you get to uni, you're like, I can't like let that not happen. So then you're gonna, when you fail, it's a lot worse. You know, when you're not living that life where like everything's going well, I'm doing things every day, like everything's like sunshine and rainbows. Yeah, it feels a lot. It's more of a kicker. So I think something that I've learned and where I've grown is like just like being comfortable with myself in terms of like you said, opportunities when they come, and also just being comfortable and being alone, because that does like take up a lot of adult life at this stage. So there's a lot of life lessons that I'm continuing to learn from as well. But at the moment, yeah, my mentality is just like one step at a time. Everything you do is a lesson, and you know you can only get bigger and better from here.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of rough patches and stuff. I think there's been rough patches for everyone, but
everybody's been through the trenches.
we've been through the trenches.
Well, you think specifically like recently or in
Definitely
general?
recently. But
Yeah, I feel like more recently than ever, but like it's almost like kind of tropes of being in uni. Like year one, I would say I went through something similar. Now I've gone through something else, which is like it's like the same thing.
It's the same
different
thing.
way. Because like in a way, like a lot of people who are completely different, they have like certain traits where like they're just the same. So it's like you just end up running the same thing. Like, I don't know.
yeah, again, big learning experience. You know, at this point in life, like no one actually knows anything.
True.
So people come and go, experiences come and go, and it's just about making the most of it. So at the moment, like things are going really well. As I was saying, like it's been a pretty rough patch up until now. But in terms of like just getting in the right headspace, with it being a new year, with new people, it was a case of like let's get some self-development now, and that's been going really well. So you know what, like what's meant to be will be. You know.
Yeah, real shit.
Yeah.
Man, that's it.
Yeah, you can swear. Yeah.
Yeah, but like business has like generally been booming, and like the thing that's so like not like I wouldn't use the word scary, but you see when something's just like unexpected or unprecedented, is how like quickly it's happened and like the success has been.
Yeah, with
So-
Josh Eats.
So that's what we're hinting towards. Is like Jush Eats. It came off the back of a really bad period, and then we were just like, you know what, we'll do this as like friends, and we're expecting to spend a lot of money, take a lot of effort, a lot of time to get where we want to be.
Yeah.
However, we put out about 4 videos where we paid for the meals, and then we started getting some collabs, invites, free meals, and then right now, as of now, the next 3 weeks are booked up with just restaurants every single day. And what Moshood was just saying was that like, we weren't expecting that. Like it wasn't meant to be that easy, right? We were expecting a bit more of a struggle, but it seems like we're doing something right.
Yeah, it's
And,
like with that first like booking we got. I don't know whether you thought this, but I thought like maybe we'd get a booking every 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, that's how I thought.
Yeah,
as
because
well.
it's
This is
like
a one-off, right?
we felt like
Yeah.
kind of lucky. Oh yeah, we're lucky, but we didn't know this was gonna be a staple.
No.
Just out of nowhere, it's just one restaurant, then another,
Yeah.
then another,
Yeah.
then another.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, when we're even talking about it, like, when you came to me, like, how cool would it be to have your own channel? Then we'll just be reviewing food, and eventually one day, I think the exact words you said that, like, I want to be able to invite all my friends to like, come
Yeah,
eat a
that's
meal.
exactly what I want to do.
Yeah.
That's the end goal. All of our friends at a big table at a nice restaurant here in London, and we're just eating for free. And
That's pretty
honestly,
sad.
it's not. Forget about money. Forget about fame. That would be a rewarding objective to meet, and I think that's what we're trying to aim to do.
And the thing is, it's like how, like, when Jush said that to me, I'm thinking, like, well, not even thinking, like, I would say, that's a dream. Like, and because it's a dream, like, you know it'll come eventually.
Yeah.
But, like, we're so close to that goal in a way.
It's
Like,
actually insane. So, without trying to talk about it too much, it's a case of like content creation. I remember even before we came to uni, even before this year, I talked to him like, we want to start content. We want to start something.
Yeah.
Right? This year's got to be something.
Yeah.
So all the hard work was done.
I remember you telling me before.
Yeah, and like I've always wanted to do content. Like even when I was in secondary school, I had like a YouTube channel.
Yeah, you
But,
said it.
like I got people took the piss out of it heavy, so I stopped. But then that's just like you know what, who cares? We'll do it, and then people will judge no matter what you do.
yeah.
So we did it, and it started going really well, and that's been something that's been like motivating a certain aspect of my life at the moment, and even yours, because it's been a complete split joint effort. It's not just me.
Yeah.
Even though I'm the one on camera all the time, this guy's always doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Behind the scenes work.
Exactly, he's like an equal character in it all. So, at the moment, it's so, and also yesterday we were at a restaurant and us three were sat down and we were like how surreal is this, that we're just three friends eating really good food for free while recording it. Like, what a dream endeavor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
literally going places that we would have never went to.
Never would have went to these places if we weren't invited.
Yeah.
And like, everyone loves going out to a restaurant in London.
Literally.
And we're doing it for work.
You reach.
And it's like, I'll be texting him. I'll be like, oh, by the way, we've got this restaurant, and it's like 5-star restaurants, and he's like, all right, cool,
I
book
have
it
to
in.
update my calendar.
And we're so casual about it, but if you actually deep it, like, oh my god, I've just messaged you about
on.
like 3 new things that we gotta do, new places that we gotta do. Yeah, it's super cool, and it's only the start still, so we can't get too excited, but we got to enjoy the journey as well.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more goals that we got to meet, but you know, to wrap up Josh Eats a little bit there. Happy with it where it is, happy with how we started, and happy for where it's gonna go as well.
Yeah.
You know?
People don't realize how easy it is to just take that first step.
And
then the crazy career that you could like lead just because of that.
It's always what, like, the thought is, what will people think about it?
Yeah.
And that is something that a lot of people can't get over, and something I couldn't get over for a while.
Mm.
And at a certain point, if you just jump into the deep end and do it,
Yeah.
and then you get past the stage where people's like, what are you doing? Oh, this is kind of stupid.
Mm.
And then the results can't come in.
Like, if you succeed, like, people are gonna judge.
Exactly.
But if you fail, people are gonna judge.
Exactly.
So it's like,
no matter what you do.
you have to, like, it's kind of, you have to do it to get anything out of it. Because people
Exactly.
judge.
You got to fail to succeed. I mean, even if your YouTube channel,
Yeah.
like, you were doing a lot of content before, maybe, you know, you said that you did the podcast 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You had an image there and you wanted to do it. And even though, you know, you may have subconsciously known that you weren't going to get a lot of views from it,
Yeah.
you still just did it because you
Yeah.
wanted to, right? And that's like such a, like, and in a non-cringe way, I'm going to say inspired, that's quite a strong word, but it was like a way of like, you know what, I mean, you're doing it and you're proud of it, so like, what's stopping me from not just taking that jump as well?
Yeah.
So there was a point where like, alright, I'm going to uni, my friend that I've lived with for a year is already doing content, me and him have talked about doing content, let's just do it, you know what I mean?
It's time.
So, but what about, going back to the original question, what about you, like, how do you feel like you've evolved from the last podcast you did?
The last podcast.
Yeah, what's changed? Because it's been a very long time. I mean, if I remember correctly, that podcast was in your house.
It was.
Yeah,
it was.
Now you're living in uni and stuff.
Yeah, I got the
met a lot of
crib.
new people.
Yeah. I don't know, it's really weird. Like, I feel like the first year, I was just like drifting. Like, I was having a good time going out. Like, I was really chill. Like, I was pretty carefree. And then in the summer, I got like, not traumatized, definitely not. Like, I got thrown into such a deep end of business and work. Having to go from a cleaner, then I had to be like a property agent, speaking to guests. I electrocuted myself.
How?
I was checking in a guest. Oh my god, this guest was flipping the fuck out. All because we were late to the check-in because of traffic. All of this bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, one of them says there's a problem with the lamp. I was like, let me go see what it is. There was an exposed wire. I grabbed it. I go like this. I start shaking like proper like electrocuted. Even the guy, like, he was pissed. He was like, oh shit, are you okay? I'm like, I'm good. I was properly fucked up. Like, that was so bad. And then I turned into a manager where I saw cleaners fight each other over linen and shit. And yeah,
Linen?
that was linen.
Material?
Yeah. Bro, over control, over bullshit. And then after that, this year's been like very interesting. Like, been going out more. Like, going on dates like properly for the first time, which has been like weird. It's been okay. Made me realize how picky I am. That's for sure.
Nah, it does that.
Yeah, it really does. But yeah, it's been good. Ups and downs. Like, I have to experience like being properly alone. Because in the dorm, like, even though I didn't go out too much, because like I'm not a crazy extrovert anyways, like I still had people like I witnessed, you know?
Yeah, you live among people.
Yeah.
And yeah, being in the dorm is a lot different to how you live here for sure. Because here you with like other adults and it's a lot more like real life, right?
Yeah.
But I think, you know, I've actually seen you more this year than I did last year.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Like going out and shit.
Yeah.
I think it's because like the way you hang out now is probably a bit more structured.
It's
right?
with purpose.
Yeah, we do something.
Yeah.
Whereas like in a dorm, you guys kind of just see each other, but would you say you really hang out?
A lot of dorm living is just bed rotting, but just in different rooms of the accommodation. So like, you just go in the kitchen and just hang out, and then there'd be nothing from it. Or you go into someone's bedroom and just hang out. So like, with here, you know, we go to the sauna, we go to the spa, we go to a restaurant, we do stuff, like we go out sightseeing, whatever it is we end up doing as a plan.
Yeah.
And even with Moshood, like we do that as well. Like we used to hang out with each other at the start of the year because that's just how it is, right? It's like really nice time.
Yeah.
And then eventually we've gotten to this point past January where like we go out to do something.
Trying to go places.
And
Yeah.
we do stuff as well, which is linking back to your opportunity point as well.
Yeah, because
So-
we're in London. You're not from London.
Yeah.
And like, even though I've lived here my whole life, like, there's still parts I haven't been to just because like a lack of interest or just not extending myself that far out.
Yeah.
But it's like we should take this opportunity as it comes and genuinely like try and go as many places as possible, or just like realize like hanging around each other on some kind of journey, some kind of adventure. It's like an experience.
It's the best
So
thing, man.
You got to do something with the time you have.
Like
Yeah.
journeys are genuinely one of the best. Like even with Josh Eats, right? It's gonna be. This is purely about the journey.
Yeah.
Like, even another aspect. If I say gym, right? The journey, some people say, is the worst bit. But for me, I'm actually learning to enjoy the journey a little bit in terms of like just seeing a little bit of progress. And like, because when you get to that goal of being ripped, six pack, all it is from there is just maintenance, right? You've hit the top and now it's just flatlining. So the journey is going to be so much better because you're going to slowly improve to a point where you're the best. And then it's going to be maintenance anyway. So I think, yeah, in terms of like self-development and stuff, you can't write off the journey. And back to your point on like London, shout out to Joe, one of my flatmates. He said
Shout out, Joe.
What a guy.
he said that you need to make the most of the opportunities in this city because this city is like one of the best in the world, and there's so many opportunities here.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's just like getting out of bed, getting out of your room, and just doing
You
it.
have to you have to take the effort to actually go outside.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have to go
So,
touch grass. Like,
you got to.
Yeah,
try it,
literally.
you actually have to.
I think like because of social media and lots of like all of this BS that we have, it's actually makes it like it actually made it harder for us to just go out, even subconsciously, even if I don't think, oh, I would rather scroll than go out. Like no one thinks that, but it's the fact that you instantly get something to witness and to watch instead of just making an effort to do something. It's the same with like going out like to just drink or something. That's why Ramadan's been so good, you know.
Because like you have to experience the world yourself instead of like people experience it for you. Because like if you can bedrock and see most of London, you might not think you have to.
Because you're in a comfort zone,
Yeah.
and nothing gets done in a comfort zone.
Literally.
Nothing.
It's like you said, like even you guys doing Ramadan, like exploring new things about yourself that because you're forced to, right? In a sense, because it's like we would go to Spoons, right, every single day of the week, or like 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah.
And we'd just be at Spoons, and it would be a good time. But like, what are we doing?
It's
Yeah.
a comfortable
You know what I
thing
mean? Like-
where like you're just relaxing in a place that you know well, but none of you are really going outside. Like,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it is. It's like I would love the concept of going to get drinks with someone is like one of my favorites. But
Yeah.
I think certain things that turn it from productive to like not productive at all is seeing someone new or seeing someone you haven't seen in a while, going to like catch up about something and going to somewhere new as well. Like if
Yeah.
you go to a nice bar, a nice place, you can write it down in your head and be like, alright, I've got to come back here, or maybe I can go
Yeah.
somewhere else instead. But yeah, I think like definitely with what you were saying, like your journey of Ramadan and stuff, like probably seeing a lot of shit like that you haven't really
Yeah.
like experienced for a while because you know it's been taken away, so you're having to like I don't know, like explore the aspects of yourself, you know.
That's it, yeah, because like I think like I never take any other like bad drugs. I would never do such a thing because I got family watching. But like with alcohol, let's say, like it is true that like if you drink alcohol like more than once a week, it gets to a point where like you should know how your consciousness like really is over a long period of time.
Yeah.
And I think that's so important to develop your wisdom, to develop your attention span mainly. I think taking any kind of drug is just as bad. I mean, it goes to how bad the phone is. It's just as bad as doom scrolling.
It's an addiction, like both of them.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, it's artificial happiness.
Yeah.
That's not good for anything.
It's true.
A good detox, like it will actually do wonders for you because you get to see who you actually are without that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love to do a detox. You
Yeah,
know,
good
where
detox.
I hope there's a period in my life where like maybe even over summer where it sounds cliche, but just go to a cabin in the woods and just
Really, a
like,
proper detox like
properly
that.
like. Because imagine how the first couple of weeks would be hard, a couple of days would be hard about the phone, about stuff like that.
Yeah.
But imagine when you get back to real life and like the changes you made then.
And then the
would be
scrolls would be amazing.
Like, it would be like, hey, I
No,
don't
no,
know,
we
hey.
can't do that.
It's like taking a break from something. It makes it hit harder.
It
when
makes
comes
it
back.
harder, and also like I feel like you'd use your phone less because right now it's like it is an addiction, right? People
Yeah.
can't live without their phones.
Yeah.
However, you see when olders say that, and it's like, oh, you can't live without your phone.
It's
like
like,
people be like, do you know what? Like, yeah, but that's the thing. No one can, right? So it can't
Mm.
be a bad thing. But I think it's like monitoring how you use it. You
Yeah.
gotta use it productively
It's
as
like
much as you use
moderation.
it.
You just gotta make sure you can use whatever you want, but
Yeah.
there's like a not a lethal dose, but there's like a certain amount.
You
where
gotta
gets
balance
to
it
a
out
point.
with entertainment and productivity.
Yeah, literally.
And then it's a good mix.
Yeah. I would even go as far as to say most drugs, like, as bad as most drugs are, like, some drugs don't make this, like, crack or something.
Mm.
Yeah.
Never take that, or, like, no one would ever take that. But, like, other drugs, I think, in moderation, most of them are okay. Like, I'm not talking about once a year or whatever. Not that I take any. But I honestly think...
You're not doing a very good like.
No, I believe him. I believe him.
Right.
But I honestly think scrolling short form content is worse. Like,
really bad for
I
your
actually
brain.
think if I was able to, like, get rid of that feature on all platforms, I would. Like,
Thing
just
is- but
to
the thing
never
is,
watch it ever again.
You watch it knowing it's bad for you, but you still watch it.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And I've never had that towards anything
Mm.
ever. Like, to just know that something is so bad for you, but, like, keep doing
I feel
it.
so
It's 'cause
dumb.
I feel like-
Yeah.
After like watching a lot of content online.
It eats out your time. You don't realize how much time you've just wasted.
Yeah.
And like
You're watching other people live life as well sometimes.
you literally,
Yeah.
You're just a bit
it's
of a
like
cock.
Yeah, you're that's it. You're literally being cocked to life.
Yeah, like it's
it's
like,
proper
it's not
fucked.
real, is it? Like, let's be real. Everything online nowadays, even Josh Eats is scripted. Shock.
Yeah.
But like, you know, like even certain things where you think it's like someone with meta glasses will walk around. Like
Yeah.
half the time, the person that they're talking to is probably in on it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
which is like
it's not
even
the shit you
sadder.
watch, it's just
It's not
fake,
like-
bro. Like, you know, I don't know, man. It's just it's a
Right.
weird one though.
Yeah.
It's a weird one.
It's also peak that, like, sometimes I scroll through videos and I'm like, this is, like, genuinely really funny shit. Like, I'm, like, giggling, like, on the tube and shit. Like, it's actually, like, because it is entertaining. Like, it's genuinely entertaining.
Of course, it's obviously, yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
But, yeah. It's not good. But that's why I'm happy. I'm doing, like, a mini detox. I'm not going to the woods.
Mm.
But I'm definitely, like, not... I'm
See, I
trying
think I've tried my mini stuff like that, like mini gym sessions and mini like detoxes, and it just doesn't work. I need to go full on.
you need to
think
go.
so?
One
I
day
have no
we'll
option.
actually plan a trip.
I'm actually down.
Next
I'm
month.
down for that for sure.
Mm,
Bro, just come to where I live. It's pretty much in the middle of
Literally,
nowhere anywhere, and then
yeah.
we'll just find But it's gonna be something that needs to be worked on this year.
Yeah.
This year's been like, you know how you have New Year's resolutions. You're like, oh, I'm gonna get fit this year. I'm gonna get rich this year.
Mm.
See, I've done that like the last couple of years, but this year I don't know what it was, but I've been driven to change.
Yeah.
So ever since the start of the year, I've been pretty consistent with my diet, health, gym, and like now the content, right? So
Yeah.
I've got 8 more months, 10 more months even.
Yeah.
So we can like
just see how much it.
you're a different person in 6 months.
Mm.
Every 6 months you're a different person.
Yeah,
So it
it's
just
true.
depends on how you want to be that person. Then.
It's like that 90 days thing where if you keep up a habit for like 90
Yeah.
days, it literally becomes just
Yeah.
a part of you, and you just keep on doing it. So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
start from now, 3 months, you basically completely change yourself, and you'll continue that for the
Yeah.
That's all about how hard like life is as well, because you
Mm.
say 90 days to make a habit, right? Which is true, but it's 30 days to lose a habit. It's
Mm,
like
yeah.
you see what I'm saying? It takes
Yeah.
so much
Really?
longer to
For
get what
sure,
you want to
yeah.
be, but it's so much quicker to just drop off.
Yeah.
So
You're always on a cliff. When you do any kind of thing, you're always just walking right beside a
yeah,
cliff.
yeah,
The thing that's interesting though, with a lot of like good habits, they usually get easier to regain even after you lose them. So you should start from now and start
Yeah.
as soon as possible.
Mm.
Like with going to the gym, if you like just stopped exercising for a long period of time and you went back to the gym, you'd get back into shape a lot quicker.
Yeah, you've got muscle memory.
Yeah. Your
it's
body's
true.
just
motivation like fluctuates, but
Yeah.
discipline is the only thing that'll keep you going. Do
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
True.
with any aspect of life, like without trying to sound too like like Einstein or some shit, but like
Mm.
what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if you show up, then the results like don't have a choice but to show up as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you turn up every single day, then like genuinely like you have to have progress. There's no other way.
Yeah.
So as much my motivation is ass. Like I will have 20 minutes of really good motivation where I'm gonna like do 10 presses in my room or some shit, and then it'll be like after I'm gonna start gym. I'm gonna go to sleep early,
Mm.
and then bang, like the next day I'll be like I'm just sleeping.
See, with my motivation though, I feel like I'll have like a really, really strong push where like I'll be able to go for like hours and hours. Maybe I'm just even getting frustrated with the thing where I just don't want to give up. But then after that, I'll absolutely hate the like thing I'm doing because I've just been grinding at
Yeah,
it.
you
So
get bored of it.
I feel even worse because I'm like, oh bro, I've done like this many hours of it,
Yeah.
that makes up for the next 3 days of
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So it's just like, it's like a balance where you want to be disciplined so you actually do it, but then at the same time you don't want to like do too much of it, then burn yourself out.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But that goes back to like how hard it, again, like to do that and maintain a social life or maintain uni or maintain
You
whatever
think it's
side
really
hustle.
hard?
Bro, it's tricky because at a certain point you have to start saying no for yourself, and no one wants to do that. For example, like, you know, on Thursday tomorrow I've got a friend coming over, and like we're gonna go and grab drinks, which is the first time I've drank in like 3 weeks probably.
Yeah.
So what I could have done is this week I could have been clean, and then had that one exception. But instead, for some reason, I'm like, all right, well, this week's pretty much written off already, so I'll just start next week. I actually will start next week. I think I told you guys I will. But like, it's a case of like, because of that, it's thrown the whole thing off. Or because of Jush Eats, we're gonna go grab meals. It means I can't meal prep. So certain things, it's hard to put you first because sometimes it feels like you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
But
sometimes I feel like
way, man.
the only way to counteract that is to see if there's a way where those two things kind of meet in the middle. So like, if I'm doing like, I'm trying to cut and lose a bit of weight. So if I know we're doing a Jush Eats video where we're going to this place where the food, we're going to eat a bit more, I'm going to make sure I'm in some kind of calorie deficit. So maybe, well, I'm already fasting, so I'm not even eating tons already.
Yeah.
But like, I won't eat I wouldn't eat before, then like, I'll make sure I get my steps up to a certain point, maybe hit a gym session before. So when we get there, I've kind of built that room for me to like, quote, slip up.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people take the piss out of like people who bring meal prep to restaurants. But like, do you know what? I can never.
I kind of hate. I'm one of those people that are like, you don't need to do it.
I could never judge it though because it's okay.
Sure you can't judge.
I would never do it. I'd never do it because that's awkward.
Yeah.
But like they're not sacrificed. That is a point where they're meeting in the middle. Where they come in and they're gonna, as long as like, it's obviously weird. I would never. It's not restaurant etiquette. But like. Fair enough, innit? Like
I can respect it.
They're
staying
strict, right?
like,
It's so easy
strict
for them to order something, but if you're gonna stay strict to your meal prep, then fair enough. Like I think there's better ways to do it, and then coming into it, like just don't eat anything when you're there.
Yeah.
But that in itself is like so strong because you know how if you're in that setting and you want to do something in any aspect, like you're in a setting and you feel left out, or you got FOMO or something, and you want to do something, you want to just do it. Like even as we're at a bar, I'm like I got to order a drink just for the sake of it. So like. I think certain people have got strong mindsets, and I think people can.
No, yeah, it's not something to hate on.
Yeah.
But
there's certain there is like certain like things where you can be like, alright, maybe.
Yeah,
do
like
it differently.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. In my opinion, anything's possible. I think if you look at how like the perfect person lives their life, I think it is I think it is as hard as it is. I think you are able to like make time for yourself. Go to the gym, do everything. But I think that just takes years of practice.
I think a perfect life would be miserable, by the way.
You think so?
Yeah, because
but a perfect life, like, is perfect.
In terms of, okay, let's say perfect as in like perfect. So
you're doing a bit of everything.
Your body is perfect, your health is perfect, you know, everything's perfect.
Yeah.
So like, except let's not say things that are like social life or whatever. Let's say, you know, your work is perfect. The thing is like, alright, you're going to be eating like bland food every day. You're going to have to do this silly workout every single day.
You think so?
You have to do the same things every day. Like, bro, the thing is, at a certain point, you live in a perfect life because, alright, theoretically it's good for you, but are you actually that happy? Do you know what I'm saying? I'm like, food, I love food. So,
yeah, I'm such a fat ass.
You know what I'm saying? So if it comes to a point where I have to go meal prep, I can't do more than 3 days of meal prep at a time.
But, like, you can still cook good tasting food.
Yeah, you can still cook good stuff.
But you're just eating it like 3 days in a row, which I think
no, but sometimes like you
but,
just have to find what works for you. Like you could find tons of different ways to cook chicken.
Yeah, you're right. You are right.
That's
like, just down to me being lazy.
Favorite. But like with like, I understand what you mean. Where if you're living like quote perfectly, you need a bit of room for like just to be silly or to be
a perfect life would have that.
Literally, like even like the way you have cheat days. And stuff.
Like a cheat day would be.
It's just to keep you sane while you're doing that.
Because what's perfect is what's sustainable. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
But like also like even if I like eat a small amount of food and like because no matter how seasoned the food is, I'm still pissed that I can't eat more food.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. But sometimes you look in the mirror, you see you're looking good, you see a pump of some sort. That is like just what gets me like to not have to like cheat. But I remember when I started, it was a lot harder because I remember like eating less, looking in the mirror, and still thinking, fucking hell,
Nothing
I'm still such a fat ass.
Yeah.
Like fuck, like what the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean?
That's the worst.
That is the worst. That's
Yeah.
how it was for years.
Yeah.
It's only been like the past few months where I'm finally like, okay, I can say I'm somewhat happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But how much like time it took to get to
Took
that point?
ages, yeah.
And the thing is like, the feeling of eating good food is good. The feeling of looking in the mirror is good.
Yeah.
So the problem is like when you're eating good food and you got that nice feeling, and then looking in the mirror and you're like, oh, there's not much of a change.
Yeah.
You're like, what if I just stop now?
The feeling
It's
of
not
looking good in the
It's
mirror
so
has
easy
got
to
to
do
be better
that.
than the feeling of turning down food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That feeling, and that is for me. When I was in the gym last week and stuff, and I was seeing good progress, like the feeling of looking in the mirror and saying, oh, I'm actually growing a bit. That was better than me looking at a chocolate bar in the shop and saying, should I take it or not?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I'd rather the trade-off. I can't lie.
True. Plus, you can just like go crazy on the cheat day. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like if you just eat so much less, like I remember I told you I ordered so much food like before Ramadan started. That really helped.
A lot of these bodybuilders you see on Instagram and stuff, they all do cheat days, right?
No, of
Because at the end of the
course.
day, it's like they want to enjoy their food. They want to, because when you get to that point, it is literally just pure supplements that you're taking, like just pure slop in your dish.
Yeah.
So like at a certain point, they just want to have a fatty takeout. And you know what? That also just brings something to look forward to as well.
Yeah.
Like, oh look, I'm doing all this, but wait, on Thursday I
I'm
can
gonna
go and
enjoy
eat something.
myself.
Yeah. So then it's like a good like way to reach a goal too.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's all about enjoying. But do you know, like people say, I heard this somewhere. It's like your 20s to 30s is the most productive period of your life. Like this is the only time where you can get fit in your prime. You know, you can't really get fit when you're older. Your body's working against you, and your work, your education, it's all in this like 20 to 30 year gap. So you just like, as miserable as it is, I think it's a case of, do you know what? 10 years of working for like 40 years of bliss. That's a good trade-off, and I think some people just gotta take it. Cause,
Yeah, for sure.
you could just doss about in your 20s, but at the end of the day, if you set up a life for yourself in the future, as like boring as it sounds, you'll be thanking yourself later when you're a bit stiffer, you're a bit older, you're a bit like, you know, fat. I don't know, man.
It's like the work you do now, it just shows up later.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then where do you guys think this new motivation or discipline has come from? Because obviously none of us were doing this 5 years ago.
True.
Like, what do you think? What was there a switch? Was it just getting older? Like, where do you guys think that came from?
I feel that, like, obviously as a kid, 5 years ago, technically still a kid, so you wouldn't really have control over certain things. So it's like, obviously I'm not going to meal prep when my mum was going to cook jollof rice, like, because, like, I can't, like, or even, my mum even hated it if I'd walk into the kitchen. But it's like those small things where you could probably choose to eat less, but then at the same time, no one's really judging you, and you don't really feel like...
You're in a very safe... Like, ideally,
You're
like,
in a safe
kids are in a
space.
very safe environment, yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Ethnic parents as well. I mean, we're all ethnic, right? The dishes you eat, oily, fatty food.
Yeah, literally.
You know, rice, carbs. So like, and you can't ever say no. Like, nah, I don't want
And it's
that.
so bad
Yeah,
when
no way.
Have you ever looked at like something your mum's cooked? Then maybe Google the amount of calories and fat in it. Then you realize, oh my god, I
You're
can't
cooked.
be
It makes
eating this
sense,
stuff.
you know.
Yeah.
But for me, I think my motivation came from bad experiences, and it's a terrible. Well, people say it's a bad way of motivating yourself, right? But I don't agree. Like, I think if something's happened to you,
Use that as fuel.
and you use it as fuel to better yourself, I think it's not only the most efficient, like the most effective way of doing it, but also it's like a fire. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to get better because, like, to prove people wrong, to get where you want to be, and it's like a good like fire starter. You know, it's a good catalyst to. You had the plan in your head anyway. You just needed something like a spark to get you there.
Yeah.
So people who doubt you or things that have happened to you, experiences that happen to you, if that gets you in the gym, if that gets you eating healthy, if that gets you in uni, I can't say it's a bad thing, man. I can't,
It's
like,
like-
as long as once
as
that
long as you
hatred
start,
or
yeah.
that negative energy wears off, as long as you keep it up after that, that's what's important.
Yeah.
You can't like after a breakup or something or after like a family member dies, right? You can't have that fuel, and then once it's like you've healed, stop.
Yeah.
You got to stay on that level, and then only then is it a good thing that you started off like that.
Because when you start, because of like, I'd say that like trauma or something that's bad that's happened, you usually not become addicted to it, but you kind of enjoy the fact that you're building yourself up and like the dopamine you get from like
It's true.
knowing you
It's
hit
true.
the gym 3 times a week or
Mm.
like running a 5K or something. The
Yeah.
dopamine after, like even though you're tired, you're like covered in sweat, blah blah blah. You feel like, oh, I mashed work, I put in the work.
Yeah.
That dopamine, so that you kind of do get addicted to it, and like seeing those changes within yourself. So it's like, I feel like using like that negative like energy that was like from whatever's happening in your life and using it, turn it into something more positive. It's probably one of the best ways. to
Dopamine
actually
is,
start something.
like, for me, I personally think dopamine is probably more powerful than any sort of drug.
Yeah.
Because it's like, and you're right, when you're in that patch and you have some dopamine, it makes you feel better, right? And that's a good thing, that helps you heal. So like, dopamine is one of the best things that could have happened. And to get it through the gym as well, so not only are you getting stronger, you get that dopamine after, it's just win, 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 win.
Yeah.
You know?
With that as well, it's like, you don't have to be Batman to get started. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
You don't
Yeah.
need someone to shoot your hands. But like at the same time, it's like, you should want to get started because you know it betters yourself and like, you do get a good feeling after it. So it's like, why should I stop having this good feeling if it's only going to make me go
It's
afterwards?
true. I mean, there's two ways people start, right? It's either through something that's happened to them, or it's like they're actually, which is the easy way to get into it.
Yeah.
But the harder way to get into it is someone that's, everything's going right for them, but they've got the strong-mindedness to be like, right, I need to start doing this. And that's like something I admire. Nothing I could ever do, personally, because I've tried. But, on that same question, like, what are your thoughts on that all?
Yeah, wait, I'm just trying to like adjust to this.
Yeah.
Alright, perfect.
Sun's out.
I think
What inspired you to change?
I think when I was younger, at the beginning, what inspired me to change is realizing what I want to do, what like my purpose is.
Yeah.
And my purpose is to like influence like this.
Yeah.
And then I think more recently, like that's why I was able to run in the Sahara Desert and so on and so forth. And I think after that, like I got a new wave of motivation after the hard work I put into my mom's company. I think that really like, cause that's why when I was here, like if I wasn't going to the gym every single day, I was thinking I was such a lazy like person. Cause I went from like literally working the hardest I've ever worked in my life to like uni is, I mean for me, you know my course, business and marketing, it's so easy. And like sure, even now I'm still working, but like there's still so much more that like I know I'm capable of. And I would love to chill, like I'm a lazy person, but something like inside of me after working so hard is like it's such a bad feeling. Like I know that there's, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like I know I'm supposed to be doing more. And as much as I want to chill, like something is like, I feel like unease from it now, you know.
Like you know deep down that you could be more productive, but
Yeah.
like maybe either it's a case of like you don't know where to start, you know where to start, but like you just don't want to do it. Do you know what I mean? And it's like that was the same with me. Like at a certain point when I start my routine, it was going well, but I was like, okay, I could do more things, but you know what? Like this is already tough enough. Like I'm happy just to be in a comfort zone, which is bad.
Yeah.
But I guess it's all about just
I weirdly not it's even knowing how to start. A lot of people say, oh yeah, the start's the hardest part, but weirdly, I don't think it's always like that. Sometimes I feel like the start's the easiest.
Yeah.
Then when you get into like a kind of grind where you're constantly doing it, you're just kind of, it's kind of like a plateau. You get bored in a way, or like you're not even sure. Like
it's where the motivation disappears.
that middle section.
Because when you start, you just like maybe like even if you go to a new place to like work out to blah blah blah, you get those newbie gains, or like if you join a class or something. Usually people are nice to you because you're a beginner and like they're like hyping you up and they make you want to continue more. But then like there's a certain point where like when you get into the groove, it's more about you coming every day because it's like you showing up is the reason you're gonna get better. Whereas like if you stop, it's like you've already put in some work, but then at the same time you're probably feeling like it is what it is.
Yeah, true. Alright, that was good, guys.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna quickly check if this is still recording.
Yeah, check if mine's recording as well.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool.
Guys, it was
The angle's going a lot better. My shit's looking a lot like sunnier,
Okay,
oh, that's nice.
which is good. Alright, you guys ready for the next topic?
I'm ready.
Alright, next topic is, we were talking about this recently. What do you think girls owe in a relationship for guys? Because we all know that guys are supposed to be the main people that, for example, paying. Like, I always think, and you said this as well, that like guys should fully pay. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I understand.
So what do they owe us? Or do you think they just don't even owe us anything?
What do you guys specifically go in like a relationship? Like,
Yeah. Or first of all, what do guys even
But you
know?
might just move back a little bit.
I'm sorry.
No, it's cool.
I must have.
No, you.
Okay, well, with guys in a relationship, we're paying and providing. I feel like that's just kind of standard throughout history where you kind of do want to be like, quote, the breadwinner and stuff. Like, obviously, it has gotten harder with like how,
Cost of living. And all that.
cost of living and stuff. So it's like,
And we're students.
we're students and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, not all of us are going to be as breaded as we possibly can be. But at the same time, you do want to be the person who's like initiating, leading, and doing stuff like that. Like with the like paying and stuff, like obviously on a first date, I'd say I typically keep my first dates pretty simple. Like nothing high investment from either side. Like to a point where like I could probably pay for the both of us, but then if for some reason, for whatever reason they want to pay, which like to be honest, typically I'll try and pay. It's not. No one feels like they've put in more or like done a bunch of work. But the thing is about like I'm trying to make sure I'm staying on top of it. I feel like I'm just thinking about stuff.
Drift, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just.
That's chill.
But it's like I feel like guys should lead in general. Try and like be the ones that are like breadwinning. But also they should be like a place of like security, where like they're secure within themselves, but at the same time there should be like a place to look for security as well. So it's like you just gotta be like sure of yourself when you make a decision. Be on it. Like these are all like good leadership traits where like you're sure of what you want to do, and obviously you're a person to look up to lead and protect and stuff. I don't know what kind of ideas did you guys have?
Go on, you go first, Walid.
I kind of agree. I think at the end of the day, the most important thing in the relationship is that there's comfort in knowing that you can always go to someone. You know what I mean? Apart from that, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's just comfort in knowing that you can rely on someone. And I think as a guy, you have your friends to rely on. But, I mean, when you're older, like, you need someone constant. And you can't have that be your family. As sad as that is, like, your family is always going to be there for you, but you're not going to live with your family. I'm talking long-term in a relationship. That's the only kind of constant like, reliance that you have when you're older in your adult life.
That's true.
Apart from, obviously, friends. But even then, you're not going to live with your friend forever, are you?
Yeah.
So, that's my perspective on it. I can't really think of anything else. But, like, I don't have much experience in that, so.
Yeah, I think traditional values are true. Like I believe in paying at restaurants and stuff like that, and doing it often as well.
Yeah.
But it's all got to be for the right person. And I was watching this thing the other day. Yeah, it was like, all right, this woman interviewed like 10 guys, and she was like, would you do this? And then they'll be like, yeah, for the right person. And then she'd be like, okay, list the traits of the right person, and no one knew how to answer it.
Yeah.
So I guess it's one of them things where like, what is the right person?
See, I feel like with the idea of the right person, what a lot of people look at is a bunch of superficial things. Whereas like the right person, honestly, will be someone who's not someone who's like an exact carbon copy of you, but someone who just agrees with you on the like genuine big stuff.
Well, that's it. So that woman was saying that a lot of them did try to list a few things like loyal or funny and stuff like that, but not one of them said someone that they just love. And that's like the simplest thing as well. And I guess no one would have thought about that.
How do you get that?
Someone that you just love.
Well, you'd
how
have
do
to
you
be in
find
that
someone
situation
that
to know.
Yeah.
I have to say like.
Have you guys ever said you've loved a girl? Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've had 2 girlfriends. Huh?
But you loved them both?
Yeah, of course. Otherwise, it wouldn't be my girlfriend, would it?
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't know.
I mean, it's just something that you go experience when you're in it, right?
Yeah.
Because you can leave one and not love them anymore, and it sounds weird, and the concept of love is weird. I mean, we were talking to like girl the other day. She was like, she doesn't believe in love.
Yeah.
And to some extent, I agree. But it's a case of soulmates and stuff. Maybe there's not such a thing as soulmates, but
I don't know about that. I feel like with soulmates, exist in a sense, but it won't be like a relationship type thing. Because I feel like your soulmate can also be like a really, really good friend, or like.
But do you believe in the concept of like, is someone out there, or do you believe in someone could become your soulmate?
I think you can have multiple soulmates.
I think yeah.
But then is that a soulmate then?
No, but it's like
think of the term.
It's someone who's
soulmate.
compatible.
It's an intense term. Like
Yeah.
soulmate is someone that's like blood.
Yeah.
Right. You can almost say it's your brother, your sister. Like a soulmate, statistically, if it was someone out there, it's probably Chinese for you. Like you know what I'm saying? Like or Indian.
I'll go into China then, bro.
Yeah.
That's chill.
China's the place to go. But it's like no, I think it does exist because it's like there's enough people where there is someone who's like the yin to yang. He's like almost like a perfect.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
There
it's
is
just-
a handful of people like that, I think.
And the thing is as well, it's like people don't realize it's like we are picky, but at the same time there are a lot of people who can fill that mold that aren't like perfect, like connecting pieces.
Exactly.
So it's like I don't know whether that still counts as a soulmate.
You
because-
say that you're picky.
Mm.
When you spend a lot of time with someone, you start to look over a lot of imperfections.
True.
So
I don't know. I just feel like I haven't found.
It's my bad. The
It's-
camera's set up so you might block it a little bit.
For me, I think it's just rare to find a girl that I properly gel with. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't know if it's me. It's just that
Yeah, but are you looking?
I did look for a bit.
Yeah.
How much should you look before like?
I did make an effort for a bit.
Whenever I never looked is when I.
But that's
That's
thing,
the
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
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 But the thing is, I think I really do believe in that. By the way, there's not a lot of stuff I believe in this topic, but like, when you stop looking,
It comes.
it
to
comes to you, and that's
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like both of my times has been like that, and it's just partly because I think a part of it as well, which isn't related. It's just that the disappointment you get when you're looking and it fails is like
It
chips away at you.
It does chip
you know?
away at you.
So like when
It
you're
really
when you're
does.
going out and expecting something, and the person that doesn't give it to you, you get disappointed even more than
You
you
just
normally
feel more like doubt within
Yeah,
yourself,
yeah.
even though you're
Yeah.
completely
would.
fine.
You're fine.
But when you're not looking as well, you tend to focus on yourself more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you look more attractive because
And when you focus on
build-
yourself and your goals, then the people that are part of those goals and yourself will
Yeah.
come in. So they'll be the right people. That
They'll
come
be the
into you.
right
So if
people,
you're working
yeah.
towards a job or something, and then you meet someone that's like-minded, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? It all falls into place. So I'm not. I mean, me personally, I'm not too stressed about
Yeah.
my person because I mean, there's someone out there.
Yeah.
But like, it's just a case of right person, right time, right? One of those is never normally true, but right person, right time, and it will come for me.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I learned recently. Yeah, after like the previous term versus now, like I realized like it's just something like you just do your own thing, and eventually that's not something you should be like thinking about. You know,
Exactly.
it's something that should be a byproduct, literally a byproduct of all the work you're putting into yourself and your lifestyle.
Yeah,
Like that's it.
and you can't sacrifice that once you're in a relationship either,
Yeah.
True.
because that's self-sabotage for everyone involved in the relationship.
Yeah. Alright.
Topic 2.
Yeah, the next topic. Bro, we're doing very well. We're properly like answering these well.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a question. Not too much related to it, but do you guys think you have much of an ego?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, just like, you see, a lot of people might assume when they have an ego, but like, if someone's able to say something to you and it gets you out of character, it kind of does mean you have an ego, even though you can be humble about a
That's
lot
a
of
good
stuff.
point.
If stuff can get under your skin, it has to come from ego.
Mm.
Because it's like, you should have pride in certain things, but like, I feel like everybody innately has a little bit of an ego. Even if you have pride in something that's considered positive, like let's say you've been working at the gym a lot, you have pride in the fact that, oh, you're a disciplined person. If someone says, oh, you're never in the gym, and you not really take offense to it, but you're like, what do you mean? I am in the gym. Like,
Yeah,
that's a little
yeah,
bit of
yeah.
ego. You're like, you defend yourself naturally.
Yeah, for sure. So then where do you think the line is between being prideful and being egotistical?
Being arrogant about it.
Yeah, because arrogance is when you usually put other people down for it. Like,
Pride, like if you have pride in something, that's something you keep internal,
Yeah.
right? And then if people mention it, that should give you pride. But you should
Mm.
never go out of your way and
Yeah.
do you know, like
Yeah.
when I talk to people as well, like I like to think that I'm quite good at talking to people in terms of like, don't talk about yourself too much. Make sure you ask lots of questions, and it's like it's certain things where you gotta be good at social cues, and yeah. So I think with ego, I'd like to think I don't have an ego. I mean, you two can just sit here and say no, you have an ego, but like I don't think I have an ego.
The channel's literally called Jush.
The channel's called Jush,
Yeah,
but that was a spin on. Alright, I'm docking this guy's pay, bro.
That's huge.
No, but that's just because it was a spin on the name. But even when someone mentions Josh Eats, like I don't like talking about it because it's like I don't want to act like I'm some sort of influencer. I hate that shit. Like I'm not.
No.
I'm still nobody. And even when I get to the top, like, not in a bad way, by the way. Like as in like in terms of the grand scheme of things. Even when I get to the top, I don't ever want to change.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's never gonna change me. Like, of course, I'm always sit here and say I don't want the fame. I don't want the money. Oh, bro, give me the money. Like let me sign.
Yeah.
I'll sign everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want the fame. But what I don't want to lose is like any originality.
Like
integrity,
Integrity. Like I want people to talk to me and talk to Josh and not Josh Eats.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like we can talk about other shit.
For
We don't have to
sure.
just always talk about this bullshit. So that's a point where like, and a lot of people, sometimes you talk about people and it's easy to talk to people when they talk about themselves a lot because it means you have to do a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But that's when you start to like think, all right, well, is he got an ego? Is there a lot of...
I do think people do like love themselves in a way. So it's like...
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
It's good.
have to,
People
yeah.
like, if you genuinely talk to someone and you ask them to talk about themselves, that is the best way to talk to
Yeah,
someone.
definitely.
Because like, people can go all day like just prattling on about, oh, I did this thing, I like this because it tastes like this, I went this place, whatever. But like the way it turns into like ego, like, and what separates ego from pride is like the reason why you like want to be prideful in something. So like, if you know you do something well and you're confident in your abilities, you're secure in it, so that's pride. You can be proud of your abilities. But if you know you do something well and then you start saying like, oh, other people don't do it like me, you start belittling or looking at other people different because they're not like you or they don't have things like you. That's when it becomes arrogant and then like you have a proper ego. At least that's what I think.
Yeah.
I think it's part of like you can ask someone how they've been, and then they'll talk about how they've been, and then it's the type of person that just stops there, or will they ask the question, how have you been? Do you know what I'm saying? And then it'll be like, all right, so if you ask me how have you been, I'm like, yeah, Josh has been good. This, and I'm like, all right, so how's that thing you've been doing 2 weeks ago that I remembered about? And I think that's like what separates it as well. It's just I think a part of like ego is just not caring.
Yeah.
And I think if someone shows interest and they care, then instantly it turns from not ego, but it turns into pride about what they do, and then still having the ability to care about other people's endeavors and what they're about as well.
Yeah, true. Do you think the richest and famous people in the world have a big ego, or do you think some of them are humble? Like, do you think you're able to reach a level of fame, like a crazy level of fame, being humble and living without an ego?
I don't think you can.
No, you have to have that.
You think
A
so?
little bit. You have to.
Well, arrogance.
In
Arrogance,
terms of,
basically.
no, not
I don't know if
arrogance.
it's arrogance.
I
But
mean,
you have to.
It's an ego.
You look at Kanye West when he came up. That guy was arrogant.
He was arrogant.
Steve
but
Jobs as well.
also
Is it
be-
arrogance or is it being disillusional? Because like he has to be delusional.
Yeah, you have to think like, oh, you're that guy.
You got to think about. Let's
But
talk
what's
about.
the difference then?
Well, you can't narrow it down to like it has to be industries, right? So let's say someone like Bill Gates, he had to have an ego to turn down bullshit offers that he got for his company, or he had to have an ego to fire people, right?
Yeah.
Someone like Kanye, who's got so many competitors in that industry and he's trying to come up in it, he's got to know that he's the shit.
That's
Like,
almost
he's got to
niche
tell
in a
people
way.
he's the shit, right? And then let's say someone like Ronaldo, he's got to be because that's for his mentality.
He has to be like, I'm the best in the world, so I have to train like I'm
Yeah.
the best in the world.
Yeah.
So it comes to different aspects, or just the ordinary Joe. Like, how would it affect the ordinary guy? Like, if you had an ego, I guess it's just day-to-day things, like
It's what
decisions at work.
It's
or-
how you channel that egotistical energy. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I feel like it's also about like, if you are the ordinary Joe, you have to like have works to prove that you deserve that ego. So like with Ronaldo, he can say he's the best in the world and like be proud about it because he's flipping Ronaldo. Like he literally is the best in the world. Kanye with like his lyricism, blah blah blah, he put in the work and he can genuinely say, I have this to prove why I'm so egotistical. Like you have to kind of back it
Can I
up.
say with Kanye, like part of the point that he got to the point where he's one of the best in the world was because he kept saying he's the best in the world.
He kept on
And
saying like,
people were gonna be like, you know, he actually is. Like, you know, if he's like, I got this many numbers. So who has to get these numbers?
Yeah.
People will be like, yeah, true. Like no one has to get the numbers. So like at a certain point, it's not self-belief. It is arrogance, but it plays into his personality, right? You're not going to talk to Kanye, but the thing is with Kanye is he's the same character as he is, like on the grid as he is off the grid.
Yeah.
So that's what you can respect about someone, as long as they're consistent with it. If you're two-faced, I don't like that.
Mm.
Personally, I don't think anyone likes that.
No, no one likes
So,
it.
Yeah.
it's a good question. But, you know, to ask you, if a girl had an ego,
If a girl has an ego.
I mean, immediately, and that face you made, I get it, it's a negative connotation. But there's two different aspects, right? So if a girl has an ego, that's it. Or if a girl had an ego, but she still cared about you, or she's still just a normal.
I mean, where's that ego? Like, what's she thinking? Isn't she think she's the best and?
Yeah, let's say you have a influencer partner,
Mm.
and she's got the ego of an influencer, right? But then she's the same as she is online as she is offline. So she's still like quite vocal fry, like generic terms, Gen Z language. Or would you rather have a girl that was ego online and offline she was normal?
I don't know. I just think it all depends on where you channel that egotistical energy. Like if you're disrespecting people on the street, or when we're going out, you're cussing out the waiters or something.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful. But I think you can use that. You can still be an egotistical person, and still not be an asshole.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
I
true.
think. That's what I'm trying to do. Like I don't. Honestly, it's not. Maybe I mean, you guys tell me I'm wrong. It's good, but I actually think I need to develop more of an ego. Like sometimes.
I do as well.
That's what I think I need to do. Even to such an amount where it's like where it's too much. Because I do think that successful people always need to just assume they are, like, I don't know if the best is the right word, but they just need to think they're amazing, great people.
You need to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Basically.
But at the same time, I don't think having an ego as big as that justifies like disrespectful behavior.
No way.
Or just being like a bad person in general. I think you can still be egotistical and a good person, you know.
I think an ego's got to be kept internal.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
think it shouldn't be ever spoken about. Like it should never come out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Keep it in something that's in your brain, that's actually good for you.
You can think what you want, but like if you're acting upon it and genuinely treating people differently, that's when you become like that.
Yeah, because like you said, that's when ego starts becoming a lot of different things, like self-belief, dignity, you know, honor, self-respect, and that's when, and then ego. So that's like it's 5 different things, right? When it's just, but when you start talking about it, then it's ego with a bad connotation, you know. So.
Yeah, I agree. All right, good topic, guys.
No, these questions are good.
They're good, yeah. All right, this is like completely off left field, but I'll be able to like segue it.
Okay.
So there is like a specific like big person that I was thinking of that is very successful. I'm assuming he's what's it called, egotistical.
Yeah.
It's Jeffrey Epstein.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna be him as well.
So, what do you guys think of all of that? And do you think we all agree that you have to be egotistical to some regard to be super successful. But do you think that to be super successful like that, you actually have to be a bad person like Jeffrey or P. Diddy or Bill Gates or any of these people who are being outed as awful people?
No.
What?
You don't think that's big?
My thing, I disagree with Jush. And the reason I say that is because to get to those like highs, you do need to kick someone down, like essentially.
Okay, wait. Before you continue,
Yeah.
do you mean like bad person as in like to do shit like P. Diddy or Jeffrey Epstein, or just mean like a bad person in general? Like you have to be a bit of a bad guy. And sometimes like Bill Gates has to fire someone at his company. Is that what you mean? Or do you mean
not
like,
even just
do you mean,
that.
like,
I'm not talking
scandals?
because firing or whatever that could be considered grey areas. I'm
Yeah,
talking
that's
about something that you would consider sabotaging someone else.
So like Zuckerberg and how he did his company.
Yeah,
like,
literally,
Facebook.
because
Do you mean
like
like
that's
just like screwing over some of his business
Yeah.
partners. Okay, right, alright. So now that's in my head, right? You can start.
also like because that's like. So the thing is with like people who are like millionaires, you can become a millionaire by being like
good.
a good person. But I feel like when it comes to billions and trillions, there has to be someone who's losing or someone else who's like
That's true.
suffering
That's
from
true.
like the thing.
That's true.
Yeah, and it's like
Why?
not even because I feel like when you get to that level, you have to kick someone down in a way. Like
Every action you have will have a consequence.
yeah, it will have like a consequence, but also it's like how do you stop the competition from stopping you in a way? Like even with the way Zuckerberg did his like one of his partners, he had to go behind his back because that's the only way he could really do it, and it's not a way where like it usually getting to those points like morally justly, it's just impossible because you have to take the back doors and the back routes and like do the dirty stuff to like get to that high. Not that you can get high without like being morally just. I think just
But there's a plateau.
Yeah, there's like a plateau where like you only get to a certain point by like being right. Then like whether some people say you have to sell your soul or you have to like become dastardly or whatever. There is a certain point where you have to stop caring about morals or maybe just taking like back doors, like even mega corporations like Nestle with like what they do to what you call it with what they do to water in Africa, they have to kind of ruin someone's lives to better themselves in a way.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel. I don't know. I just think.
Bro, P. Diddy was a successful artist, right? He didn't need to do that diddly shit.
That's the thing. I mean, okay, here's the question. If to get to that point, you need to do some ethically wrong stuff, forget about Diddy or Epstein, but do you think that the fact that you do that, mentally, like as a rich person, makes you think, oh, if I can get away with screwing someone else for my career, I can get away with doing a whole lot of other crazy shit, just like Jeffrey, or
It's not a black and white answer for me because the thing is like let's go back to the Zuckerberg thing, because if we're not using Diddy and Epstein, then I think Zuckerberg's a good way. You know, some context is like, so there's 3 business partners, and then Zuckerberg goes behind one of them's back and just basically sells 1/3 of his share. Like his shares are gone. He's no longer a shareholder in Facebook anymore. From it, they were already rich, right? But from it, he's now become, at a certain point, the richest man in the world. So fine, right? He did that, he's cut someone else, he's ruined their life, and he's done something that everyone knows about is ethically wrong. But he is swimming in money now. So, to weigh that up, some people might say, yeah, I'll do that any day of the week, because if the money's in front of you, people are going to do that. But the honour and respect... It's not the right thing to do, right?
Well, that's the thing.
It's hard to articulate it properly.
The thing is as well, it's like at that point they were making a decent amount of money. But
they would
this
be
is
fine
just
without
this
it.
is just greed. Like you want more.
That's the word.
But if we're talking about like you being rich, powerful, successful, makes you do bad things in a way. Like I feel like it makes you feel more relaxed when it comes to escaping the fact you might be caught for doing bad things, because you have the best lawyers, you'll have like the most protection out of people. So it's like a lot of people would do bad things if they didn't get caught. So the richer and more powerful you are, the less likely you are to get caught. So it's like,
and I think when you go down that route as well, I think trouble will just follow you from then on always. Like it won't just be one decision that you have to make from then on. Once you're down that rabbit hole, it's just obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. You're going to have to come up with these scenarios more and more. It's just bad, man. I just don't think once you start... I mean, look at Obama, right? He wasn't in the Epstein files. He wasn't like in anything like that. The fact that he just said no to Epstein from the get-go means that all of this bullshit that happened with Trump and stuff like that, like it didn't happen to him. So he's clean, right? So like, I think that's a big teller in like, if you just never go down that route, if you keep your ethics clean, your morals straight, then you will not have any troubles down the line when the consequences come, because every action has a consequence. That's the law of like, you know, the universe. So, I mean, look, the files came out, and that's the consequence, right? These guys were getting away with it for so long, thinking they were bliss.
It's even scary. It's even scarier how many like known famous people on there, and like just, I don't know, like just for how long they were getting away with this, and like nothing is. It feels like also even the stuff that is happening, it's not really like the outroar you would expect.
Because it's the top 1% of the world.
And it's
who's gonna arrest the 1% of the world? Arrest everyone else. No one's gonna arrest the 1% of the world. Do you get it? So there's no gonna be, Donald Trump is the president of the United States. Like they're not gonna do anything to him because that's too much of a kerfuffle, right? That's too much of a big thing. But some fella that was on the list on like, you know, page 2000 who was mentioned once, he's gonna be a scapegoat.
And then it just looks like, oh yeah, guys, we got someone, blah blah blah, we arrested someone. Then it's just some random guy like. And
then the guys at the top will just stay there.
And even when the guys at the top do get arrested, there's always some kind of plea or some kind of bullshit where they'll be out and soon.
Nothing will happen to them, man. When you're the most powerful people in the world, if you're physically the most powerful person in the world or the strongest person in the room, nothing will happen to you.
It's like who do you have to answer to? Because everybody spent all the time answering to you.
Metaphorically, if you were in a room and you were the buffest, strongest guy there, and it was just a bunch of toddlers, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's a good comparison
You get it,
because
like-
if, like financially, that's literally
That's
the
exactly
difference
it,
between these
financially.
guys. Yeah.
You know, you're not
But-
getting beaten.
That's why. 1,000,000 toddlers, do you think that there could be an uprising? Or do you think there will be some kind of change or new world order because of in light of this?
I don't know, back in, I don't know what time period this is, but back in France, they used to get guillotines and chop off the rich's heads. Like, even the like phrase "eat the rich," stuff like that. It's like a sentiment everybody kind of resonates with and kind of feels like, oh yeah, the rich, they've gone, like this has gone long enough, we have to stop them. I don't like how they did this. But then at the same time, we are kind of being a kind of do nothing generation.
It is a
where,
do
like, we
nothing
just talk a lot
generation. Yeah.
about how we don't like something. But I don't know.
A
People
lot of the
just
people-
do nothing.
A lot of the people that are on the Epstein files are paying the wage that you take each week, right? So it's like the society that we're in right now. We're in Canary Wharf, right? Finance district.
Yeah, this is Jew Central.
Well, that's the thing is like people go and they'll read about the Epstein news on their phone, right? He's still laughing about the Jew thing. He's an idiot, bro.
No.
Yeah, they'll like read about this on their phone and be like, "That's really bad," and then move on with it.
Yeah.
So it's because like at the end of the day, the society's been built around the 1%.
Mhm.
So back then in France, yeah, because you could do that.
You could do that. And like, not even like, well, it's a 50-50. Like, I'm not really, I don't know, capital punishment is one of those things where like, you want to say like, oh, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't drag people to the streets and just chop off their heads. But like, I could see what the people in France were talking about, because like, some of the things they've done, it's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
Whether they're talking about with peace or like...
Because if you did that in France back then,
Yeah.
something would change.
Something would
If you
change.
took Trump out of power, your day-to-day life
Would
in
just be-
America would be the same, right? Because that society and that structure there has already been established.
Mm.
So if you did it, what changes apart from consequences for you?
It's like, you just, even if you got rid of Trump, there's probably just another Trump that you just don't
there's
know
another
about.
guy
He's
that
the
comes in, that
public-
comes with the
he's
same
not in the public
system,
eye.
with the same rules, and he'll just take over.
Mm. So do you guys believe in the death penalty?
No.
I do.
I hear it.
In extreme circumstances, I think why as humans, I think the only argument against the death penalty is that there could be innocent, and that's why you have to have it in extreme cases. But why as humans are we allowed to bomb another country, but we're not allowed to kill a criminal that rapes and kills people?
Do you know what
This
I
is
think?
what I don't
Do
understand.
you know why I think people are more okay with bombing another country? It's because they don't really have to be physically there to kill someone face to face. Like, even just like sending nukes to another country, they don't realize they just wipe out thousands of people at the press of the button, because it just happens. They don't see these people that like, so they don't realize how like evil what they, or not even like, well, yeah,
It's
evil.
easier to forget about.
It's
what
easier to
they've
forget
done.
about it, because it's like it's because you're not there. You're not really doing it face to face. Whereas like, if you're standing in town hall and you like, you had to chop off someone's head in a guillotine, blah blah blah. You like then more directly feel the fact you are taking someone's life. And with me personally, like, I've always been on the rehabilitation side. Like, obviously, I do like understand the concept. Like, I want like the concept of like life sentences, people going away from a long time. A lot of the time, when people even do go to prison, it is kind of a death sentence, because like obviously
That's the thing. It's a death sentence.
it is a death sentence in itself, but it's also like you also do get to suffer for the. You don't get to escape like the fact that you've ruined so many lives in a way.
That was going to be my point. It was like, if you asked me 2-3 years ago, I would have said that no matter what anyone did in life, they didn't deserve death. But the thing is, over these past few years, it's just the things that are coming out are just worse and worse and worse, and the world is becoming a lot worse. So,
or at least getting revealed that it's been a lot worse.
yeah,
True, it could have been like this for time.
I think my take on it though was that I still don't think the death penalty should be a thing, because like how you said, if someone, and the way I think about it is like, say some of the worst crimes, rape, murder, you know, it's not even the sadness of that person being killed or raped. It's more the family, right? Because you just like imagine that happened to you or someone in your family. The anger and the sadness you feel. and I hear it, like, you just want to, it's anger, right? Kill him, like, you know what I'm saying? But I think personally, making someone live in a cell
Isn't making
for the
them suffer
rest
is
of their
better.
lives is much more of an impact to them, because you are consciously taking away their life. If you kill them, if someone went up to a school, right, this is a horrible thing to say, by the way, but if someone went to a school and did something like killed a bunch of people, right, why are you giving them the easy way out? Why are you just killing them instantly with a needle in their arms? Put them in a cell and make their life miserable for the rest of their life.
Because it's like, it equates to like the amount of suffering they've caused.
Yeah.
Because like when people die, it's like almost like, they don't really escape the consequences, but like they don't suffer as much as the people involved.
You got to think, like, if someone did that out of hatred, let's say, okay, mental issues do exist, right? So we won't put the school shooting thing. Let's say something like rape happened, right? Mass rape, and
Mass rape.
as in like
He's just doing a crazy one.
Yeah, not on the same
House
room.
to
Not on
house.
this, obviously, like, different cases of it.
Yeah, serious.
So putting like a needle in someone's arm and giving them a painless death after that, after you just ruined loads of families,
So many people.
Yeah.
so many people, giving them trauma, physical harm, just giving them an easy way out. What the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, bro, put them in a cell and make them think about it for the rest of their life until they die there, because death is coming for everyone. Why give them that?
I agree, but I'd say there needs to be a degree of suffering involved for sure.
True, yeah.
But if it's for the rest of their lives, I used to think the same thing, but I just don't like the idea of taxpayers' money having to go into to feeding him.
I don't think
And to make him,
think a lot of the tax-paying portion goes into prisons, because it is really just staff wages and then crap food. The rest of it is...
It depends. Sometimes in prisons, they be eating better than like students.
Some people go to prison on purpose.
Yeah.
But you can't just make their meals worse.
You can make their meals worse. And
Right.
also, by the way, like, people... You see in the UK, they have like TVs and stuff in their rooms. But like, at the end of the day, fine, you got a TV. But you are forever locked in a building. Like, you can never just go outside on a walk, right? Fine, you've got pot noodles, you've got a TV, you've got an Xbox 360. But at the end of the day, you have that for the rest of your life. You will never get anything more. Like, your life is just miserable. Like, just the concept. We can go downstairs and walk to Tesco.
Yeah, prisoners, they get detached from society.
That's it.
Like, they walk outside and be like...
ever have that.
Like...
Yeah.
And that's fine by me. Fuck it, take a like PS5. I don't care. Like, bro, you're just stuck
It's
behind
crazy.
bars.
Because some people, like, if you went into prison, like, the 90s, come out, like, 2006 or something. Some people don't know 9/11 happened.
Yeah.
Like, it's so crazy. They get detached from everything.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like... The things I'll say, though, is that there are some prisons where, like, they're pretty much just fancy hotels. Or they're just hotels with, like, extra steps. Where, like, I think it's in Norway or Finland, where, like, some of the prisons, they even give them, like, the ability to go off and visit their family and come back.
Sweden.
It's more...
But I think the crime levels are a lot lower there.
Yeah.
And I think people their heads are screwed on a bit more, like, generally speaking.
I feel like there's levels to crimes as well. Because, like, some prisons should be, like, the absolute hell for the prisoners. But then, like, for some guy who's just, I don't know, stolen a loaf of bread and gotten caught, his sentence probably shouldn't be as bad, but then at the same time, like, there has to be, like, a standard for, like, these worst crimes.
Yeah. You know what? I'll rephrase my thing. If the death penalty is not going to be there, I do think the best option is to make them slaves. To make prisoners slaves. So at least they actually have some kind of output towards society.
The thing is, you see within America...
They make it legal. I think those people can have it.
Like, you see with America, don't they kind of outsource prisons, so it's essentially just...
Not
slavery.
anymore.
Really?
They banned that. They said it's considered slavery and they don't want to do that
slavery,
anymore.
because the thing is, once you legalize slavery, then there's a lot of grey areas.
Not if it's government. Not only the government can do it to its prisoners.
And who knows? Because, like, they'll just send anyone to prison to just have them, like, turn slaves. See...
Oh, well, okay, but we're obviously gonna base this... If the government's not corrupt, I don't agree
with
what government is not corrupt?
I don't agree with your concept at all. Because not even because of the corruption. I just think that, look, once you start legalizing something like slavery, then someone from home is going to start thinking about loopholes and this and that, and there's a lot of grey areas, and you've got to start refining it, and then to a point where, like, why have you even got slavery legalized?
You think so?
So it's a grey area where, like, there's so many slippery slopes.
Yeah.
Weirdly, in that kind of mindset, like, one thing they had in, like, I don't know, medieval England is the idea where they would outlaw people. Where essentially, when you become
kicked out, right?
When you become an outlaw, in some ways, it's even... Like, I don't even know how to describe it. You essentially become an animal. So, like, all your rights are literally stripped. You become like, I don't know the best way to describe it. You essentially become an animal where you literally have no rights. You can't like, I don't know, you can't own any property. You can't stuff like that, which is like, I guess it's along the lines of slavery, but then at the same time, it's like.
But see, it's
There's
not
no
even that. They're just
central-
like on the street then now.
Yeah, pretty much, but it's like they just have to suffer that way. But the thing is as well, it's like with having slavery, you usually get centralized bits of power, like kind of monopolizing over that and like wanting that to happen more, so these people are just free workers essentially. But then I don't know, with outlawing people, they get all the suffering and none of the like freedoms of a real person like a slave would. But then at the same time, they don't like. It's not easy way for people. It's not easy for people to
If a crackhead got outlawed,
Crackhead's still gonna be a crackhead.
well, that's it. He's gonna now have no, like, registry on the system. He can just go out and do whatever he wants, and then the country suffers because now it's another crackhead on the street that just doesn't have a house. So it's like I hear that. I think the prison system, the justice system is pretty. It sounds like it. Everyone's got a comment on the justice system.
Do you think it's good?
I think it's pretty sound.
I feel like it's sound with concepts,
Yeah.
but just in practice, you need to make sure that the things that
There needs to be more. It needs to be more harsh though, because
I agree.
I'm seeing like
That's for sure.
you know people that have got rape, murder charges that are in for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. You know that's not enough. Like there should be something that you kill someone, right? Minimum term. I think there probably is something like that. Right? I might be being silly, but like minimum you get in 20 years. Manslaughter, right? You can accidentally kill someone, like oops, like but still 10 years.
Yeah.
Because to kill someone, it doesn't. There's some degree of. There's not all accidental, right? There's some. You are in that court for a reason.
There are levels to it as well, because like you see with manslaughter where people are drunk driving and they kill.
That's exactly
It's
it.
like almost like that negligence. I think should be punished.
Yeah, negligent. At the end of the day, that's what manslaughter like.
There was 2 girls on an electric scooter, and they hit an elderly woman. She died, and it was manslaughter. Like, come on, you're on a scooter. You've got more control than that.
People need to
It's
realize
more
the
murder.
responsibility of
3 years in prison.
what
That's
they're
it.
doing. Yeah.
3 years in prison, and it's like, I think a lot of the time you don't actually clock how long a year is, but to take someone's life away, it should take away half of your life at least. I don't think it's.
You can get multiple life sentences, and I think a life sentence.
A lot of people get released on good
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 behavior.
behaviour.
Or like
I think that's
probation
stupid.
and
I
stuff.
think that's stupid too.
Yeah, that stuff makes no sense. 'Cause
It depends what the crime is that they committed for sure.
Yeah, I think for anything severe. Like,
Yeah, no, good behavior shouldn't make a difference. Like at the end of the day, what you thought they were like running around breaking everything before
Yeah,
they
exactly.
entered
Everyone's
prison.
don't change the
Like
stripes.
they know what they do, right? They know what to do to get out
It's
of
not
prison.
hard to just be
Some
like
killers
suck
can
up a
be
little bit and
cowards.
just be
Yeah.
like a good boy in prison, and then like you get released and you just go back. Like everyone, like the concept of a good like term, like good release, good behavior thing is like everyone's gonna want to do it, right?
Yeah.
Like I'll just put in an act for a bit to get out of prison quicker.
literally.
Like so silly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have any crazy comments on the justice system. I think it's worked so far and it seems pretty fair.
Yeah. But then why don't you think people in general, forget about even the justice system, why aren't people talking more about the crimes that, for example, Diddy or Epstein has done? Like why is the first thing that comes to mind like a little giggle? Because it is, even for me, like when I think of Diddy, even the name, like it makes me laugh a bit. But we have to realize that these guys are monsters.
Like actually,
Like, people argue that it's the government, like it's called the memification of things. People are arguing that they're like, I don't know if I would believe that. It's a bit of a conspiracy thing.
But encouraging it.
Yeah, they're encouraging us to make jokes about it, to make light of how awful the situation actually is.
I think it's the fact that he's got such good lawyers and he's he's in jail, but
But it didn't his thing get reduced.
yeah, it got
by
reduced,
like quite a bit.
and it's like he'll come out soon. Like you see someone that goes on a killing spree, just a normal person, and it's like, oh okay, that's their whole legacy. Like the rest of life doesn't matter; it just matters that they kill people. But someone like Diddy, like he made music.
What about Jeffrey then? It's not like there's much finance people
Look,
talking about his things.
there needs to be. There will never be, but there needs to be more concrete evidence. Obviously,
You think so?
I don't think there's enough. I'm saying there is enough, right? And what he's done is terrible, but a lot of it is speculation, and a lot of people take it and run for content. A lot of people make stuff up. Look, there needs to be something that's released. But like I said, never will happen, but by the government, That's like he did this, and is guilty for this, and this. Minimum.
But then, are you saying that there are still? You think there's a lot of people that are still like skeptical?
Yeah.
Of Epstein.
I think
Epstein.
not skeptical in terms of like that he's guilty. Of course he's guilty. But in the stuff that he's done, right? Which is the stuff he's done that's confirmed. Obviously, there's no way to not prove it's fake. However, there needs to be some official something because right now it's just the people talking. Everyone else is radio silent up there.
Yeah, I feel like you probably feel like if the government did more and started arresting people, people would like feel the weight of like, oh yeah, these people have done terrible things. This is not a joke. This is disgusting.
Yeah, but right now it's just a bit of a scandal, and people are like, oh my god, you heard about Jeffrey? Like, you know that's what it is. It's not like yo, like 9/11 was like. You can't joke about it. You can't talk about it because people lives. You know, but people died on the island.
Bro,
people died
it was a mass killing.
The stuff they were doing was so terrible.
And but people died in 9/11, and people were quite solemn about that. And the government, you know, there's conspiracy theories about 9/11. Was it an inside job, whatever? But still, the government came out and was like, we're gonna have a day where we commemorate it. We're gonna make it an official thing.
Yeah.
So why can't the same happen for Jeffrey Epstein and all the people that died on that island and stuff? Well, not a day but like you know.
You could like rebrand it like Survivor's Day or like
I don't think there should be a day.
Can't call it Epstein Day. That's for sure.
That's taking the piss a little bit. Like I don't think there should be a day to commemorate him like eating children.
Yeah.
But like
but
I
at
think
the same
that,
time, there should be due diligence.
There should be the bro. After 9/11, America went in and just fucking killed the Taliban, bro. Like that was just straight after. But this nothing's happening. It's still just gossip. So stuff needs to start happening. Otherwise, this will just die out. It will just die out, man.
Yeah.
It will just become a joke.
I feel like with it becoming a joke as well, it's because of the way the internet is nowadays.
Yeah.
Where like everything's a joke in a way. Like
Well, you know the internet comedy, but I think in a few years, if this stays at this level and it all dies down, mainstream comedians will be on TV making jokes about it. It will be something that will be like a funny reference every now and again. Like not ridiculously because obviously people died, but it will be like a dark humor joke. Eventually that will become more mainstream because, bro, like I'm saying, nothing's happened. Bro.
When do you guys think you can joke about dark humor like that?
I just don't tend to.
I think it's acceptable to joke about it when justice has been served. That's when I
don't like joking about people's lives. If someone's died or something, I don't joke on it.
No matter how far no matter how far in the past it was.
Yeah.
Fair.
I don't think it's funny to joke on people's lives.
It's good PR. It's good PR.
I know it's not.
No, but I know it's genuine.
That's just a moral thing. I don't really enjoy that. Like,
that's fair.
But I'll always laugh. Like I'll not laugh at it, but I'll laugh at dark humor. I just don't think I'll bring myself to make any myself.
It's fair.
I think like the concept of dark humor is a bit cringe. Like just make a joke. Jokes are funny because it's at someone's expense. That's just a thing.
It is a thing where like a lot of dark humor is just being a piece of shit to people and like just labeling it as humor. Like sometimes people just say the most egregious things and just say, oh, it was just a joke.
That's it. Bro, Jimmy Carr literally came out and said jokes are only funny because someone is suffering from it. So like, you know, whether that's obviously extreme or not, like you can make a joke about someone's hair. It's like the person won't care, but it's funny because you're taking the piss out of someone.
Yeah.
So like, humor is very subjective. People find different things funny, but I think there is an unofficial boundary that people shouldn't step on every now and again.
Like anything, for example, if I were to make a joke about people in the medieval period, you think that'd be wrong?
Nah.
But so like, where's the line?
Like you know, well, if you want me to put a date on it, like let's say anything like.
Roughly, what do you think is the line?
Past like 1950s or something.
Past 19. Okay, so we can joke about. I don't even know if I can say this on YouTube. The big H.
What is that?
H.
The big H. Oh.
Wait, what does he mean by?
Like the German.
The German guy.
You know, like.
Like, is that, for example...
the thing is, people do make jokes about that, but at the same time, those jokes are, like... As bad as to say, those have to be, like, considered the most, like... They have to actually be funny. You can't just joke about it.
But that's the thing. Do you...
It's such a weird
Someone just
thing.
says some shit like that. I just want to find it funny. Like,
yeah, but if it's delivered well, is it okay to laugh at that? Or do you think it's, like... Is it even funny? Because I think the fact is... I would say this. Justice has been served. Like, the Allies won that war. You know, the German guy killed himself. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like after that, it is a bit more... And obviously a lot of time has passed. If I was in that period, there's no way I'd be making a joke about that monster.
No.
Because that just happened. That's crazy. But after some time has passed, like I do think.
Time has passed. People have like gotten their like retribution and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But then like
I've never found, not that I care, like not that I'm like, oh, like, you know, I've got an attachment, but like I've never found a Holocaust like a joke like that funny.
Yeah, no, I think Holocaust is calm.
Because like, okay, cool. Because
It gets
I
a
just,
bit
it's just
dark.
not, like, how do you even like, comedy wise, how would you even turn that into something funny anyway? It's just like.
Yeah, you just can't.
it's just
Oh, I feel like you disagree.
nah. But then like would you joke about slavery?
Well, that's the thing.
It's kind of like the same. Like if we're saying like the cutoff is 1950s, you know, there's always like a even worse. Like well, not even, you won't use the word worse, but there's like another atrocity.
Yeah.
That's happened probably a little bit before.
I mean, why do you think dark humor is considered funny to some people then?
Because I think it's
attention seeking.
Because when I do think of slavery, I don't make much jokes that I'm like, this shit's so funny.
Yeah.
But with someone like what's the difference between that and someone like Hitler, where I'm like, I actually do think that like he's fucked up, but I can appreciate a good joke based on him, you know?
I feel like
where is that difference?
Or Hitler's the bad guy.
it's I feel like it's that specifically because
it's a very good point.
a lot of jokes to do with Hitler and the Nazis.
Nazis should be chill. I think it's all chill. Like we're having a like. Yeah.
But a lot of jokes to do with him is like to do with mocking him.
Yeah, you're right.
Saying like jokes to like take the mick out of
Yeah.
him. Whereas like if we're talking about slavery or like
Those are victims.
Yeah.
you wouldn't really
And we
joke
can't-
about
yeah,
people being
yeah.
slave. And even if you did, people would look at you like, what the heck is wrong with you?
Yeah, people still make fun of slave owners, for example, calling them hillbillies and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But like, you don't see much people like going out of their way to make fun of like slaves. Yeah, so I think it's about being a victim versus like showing that you can mock those people.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good way of putting it.
Yeah. No, that was interesting. Even it was
That was a hard topic.
that was a tough topic. Yeah. Let's see. I don't think you got cancelled. I think you answered it well.
A lot of this is not making it on the Jush either. A lot of this
PR
getting cut
trained.
out.
It's PR trained.
For real. All right, we got a few more points, and then I think we've done over an hour, so it should be good.
Alright, cool.
What do you guys want to do in the future?
Oh.
Great question. You go first.
I told you my goal is to first like do well by my mom's company, and then be one of the most influential people on the planet. That's literally it. Those are the 2 steps that I need to take.
When would you know when to stop? Because influential is kind of like a...
Yeah, do you mean like famous, like as in internet famous, or influential in what way? Like because you can be influential and just making a difference in someone's life.
Like yeah, that's it. I made a positive impact in a big group of people's lives.
Right.
That's what I define.
So linked to that would have to be social media then, wouldn't it? Really? Because
You
otherwise,
can do that with
unless you want to
social
become a
media.
politician or something.
A politician or an inventor, for example, the person
True, yeah, if you
the
invent
person
something.
who made some I don't know, the car. He's one of the most influential people on the
Literally.
planet as well.
Even
But-
if you're not the person who started it, if you're the person who finds that niche and like goes in their own way,
Yeah.
like any car brand, that car brand
Yeah.
is like you've changed so many people's lives.
Exactly. So yeah, I don't know how. I mean, right now it's definitely looking like social media is going to be the way to do that. But I mean, I'll have to see. Like, thankfully, it's also a bit more of a creative outlet than like anything that I'm trying to do in the future crazy. But yeah, for now it's looking like social media might be the next step for me to influence people, but I'm still not sure.
It's because of reach. Social
Yeah.
media gives you that reach.
It's the honestly, it's the easiest way, unless you're specifically talented.
It's not a bad way at all.
Yeah,
by the
no,
way.
no, there's
You
no
can't talk
shade
about it
in it.
badly.
Yeah.
Like being social media, like on social media, is like the best way to become influential to reach people. So
I mean, you see, Mamdani,
Mm.
clearly it worked for him.
Yeah, true.
So, but yeah, what about you guys?
come on, Mosh, you go.
What do I want to do in the future? Well, I feel like whatever I do, I have to feel like I've done better by myself than now. So like, whether it's to do with relationships, gym, even career-wise, it's like, I'm not 100% sure on like how successful I want to be, but I feel like I need to ensure with myself that I'm proud of whatever success I do. So like, while I probably can't say I want to be the most of any type thing, I know I do want to be like proud of myself in the future. And like, I don't know, like, I feel like in distant future I do eventually want to get married, have kids, stuff like that. I feel like that's typical stuff, but
Same, yeah.
I don't think it makes it wrong. Everybody.
No,
does
that's a
it.
really good goal, and a lot of people fail to get that.
Do you guys think that's what we're made to do?
Made to do is
Biologically, we're
To
made
reproduce.
to reproduce it.
Yeah, of course.
So,
But
yeah.
like, I feel like being made to do something and like the concept of like being made to do something doesn't mean you should only live for that in a way. Because like, if we're talking about getting married or having kids specifically, it's like you should be able to like you should like understand the concept of having kids and then feel like you can bring something to that table or bring something to that which is like improving your kids' lives or like makes it worthwhile in a way. Because like anyone, not even like, I'm not just going to say anyone can have kids, but a lot of people can have kids. Like having children is like a worldwide thing. So you want to almost be your best self before bringing other people's lives into that.
I agree. That's why, what's it called? Like, random pregnancies are so goddamn scary.
Of course, bro.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah.
Like, it happens.
It happens.
But, damn. Like, you do want to...
That was scary as shit.
Yeah, like, because that's it, like... Whew. But yeah, so what about you?
Respect to the people who do make it work, though.
Yeah,
Respect
bro. That's a big task that they have to
Yeah.
do, like, honestly.
I think if you asked me a year ago, I would have said sitting in an office over here, even just on the mid-level in a cubicle, with a steady income and a good job, people around me, would be the dream. But this year, starting content creation, and just only this week, really, I actually really think I would love to make content, you know, going forwards.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money in it, and not everyone's made for the lifestyle.
Yeah.
And we talked about ego, right? And this is going to be me maybe sounding a bit egotistical, but I'd love to be famous. I'd love for, like, you know, Jush and us and all to be famous, right? With it comes the money, and it's something that I'd enjoy. Because at the end of the day, people put themselves through uni, it's a traditional route. But, you know, I enjoy computer science, I enjoy my degree, and I'm going to use it for sure. And I want a steady job while I get on my feet with content. But if there was ever an opportunity in front of me that was like full-time content and you can make a living from it, I'm going to take that, you know. So in terms of health and fitness, I want to be better.
Yeah.
And in terms of, I'm not looking for anything relationship-wise.
Oh shit.
Is
Thank
it
God it made a noise. Yeah.
Oh, it died.
No, it didn't die. Oh, it did
How long
die.
have you been recording for?
Oh, it's been an hour and a half, so I think we might as well be good.
Okay.
Shit.
Oh shit, what was I saying? I'll cut this bit up.
You're talking about
Yeah, so I'll take that content trade, and I think with my health and stuff will be better. I'm not looking for a relationship right now, but I'm looking for a good network of people that I can bring with me to my next stage of life.
Do you think like getting married is something you want to do, or do you think?
Yeah, it's something I want to do, but something I'm not going to think about.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the things where it will, like you said before, it will come eventually.
Exactly, it will come.
Like, I feel like
That's for another stage. That's for the later stage of, you know, later
true.
stage.
Yeah,
of
that's
20s.
late. Like,
So this part, I've got about 8 years to think about that, and then this year is a lot about let's get myself that foundation to think about
true.
that.
You want to be the best person, so that person will come and fit into your life perfectly, rather than like kind of looking for a bunch of people who might not fit into that, and you're just kind of like,
Cool.
Cool. Yeah, I guess
Wrap
that's
it up?
it. Bro, I'm gonna have to use some of your footage for this like end part, but
All right.
yeah, guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. Hopefully there's more to come. Yeah, shout out to Jush.
Thanks for having us.
And yeah, great group of people here.
Yeah,
no, it's
Okay.
great to do, man.
really fun.
Yeah. Alright, I guess that's it.
That's quite fun, man.
That was actually
was.
sick.
It was very good.